Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, a Divine Messenger, delivering messages to you from the higher realms. Welcome in everyone. Welcome in. Alright, so I'm feeling love readings. That's what I'm feeling guided to do today. So y'all are wanting some love readings. Alright, I don't know if this is going to build off of the one that I already did, but it was definitely about exposing a gaslighter, a finesser, so that way you could be set free, because I was talking about how that is why things are exposed to you. For you to be able to see, but you need to know when things are being exposed to you, it's because your justice baby's coming in, or it's right there, because that's why the divine will expose things to you so you are aware of your justice. Because if you don't know what's happened to you, then how do you know that you've got justice coming in? And they don't make you wait for your justice, because for a lot of the justice, the exchange of things, you know why it happens that way? For karma. And for the people that wanted to play with you, that wanted to finesse you and gaslight you, well, baby, they're going to see you moving on and getting exactly what you deserve and desire right in their faces, okay? So that's why it works like that. So if you're aligning with these readings and you've just had something revealed to you, and this could be something internally, this could be something that, a realization that you get, because that is how divine loves to communicate, is download. But literally you could be seeing things could be getting shown to you, right? The moon illuminates, and we just had this huge, big ass full moon in Taurus. Let me tell you what, this is the biggest full moon of 2025. It exposed so many things. You need to know that this moon takes time to integrate as well. With this being a super moon, we're feeling this energy coming in for an entire week, right? And the way that a lot of things happen is with the synchronistic things, like it could have happened in phases, because for some of you, you were being really stubborn and you didn't want to see things. You know how sometimes like you start to get like, why am I hearing inkling? I don't know what word Spirit's trying to show me right now. An inkling? Whatever. You either know what I'm saying or you don't. But Spirit will give you, like, I guess that feeling, they're telling me, the clear feeling, like you feel that something is off, right? And then all of a sudden you then see it and you might be like, no, I didn't just see that. No, there's no way that they really, you know what I mean, did that. But then it gets stronger, or then you get more things behind it. And you know something I'm feeling called to say too, is pay attention to what you see, how people treat you, their interactions, because often what people are doing tells on themselves. Like if you have a lover that's all of a sudden going through your phone or accusing you of cheating or asking you if you things like that, it's because they are, baby. They are, and their insecurities are actually pouring out of them into you. So that's how if all of a sudden I got a lover that all of a sudden like wants to be up in my phone asking me if I'm the only one for them, all this, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you up to? Like, that's literally how it is. But you know, if you didn't know, now you do. Maybe you didn't want to accept it. But baby, we got the Empress coming out. So we have this energy where I feel somebody has learned their lesson. You know, and divine will do that too. You know, you need to look at the fact that you aligned with this person, I feel. And if you didn't align with somebody that was like this, then don't watch this reading. It's not for you. Okay? You don't ever want to watch things that aren't for you. You know if a reading is for you, if it's not. Like I said, collectively, whatever I was feeling guided to do for these readings that I'm going to, but see, take a look at some of my other readings with the teachings and all of that if you feel guided. Okay, so this one might not be for you, right? That's why I'm labeling these ones love tarot readings and not just like my collective teachings. Okay, I wanted to put that out there. So the Empress is coming out. Now, the Empress knows her worth, right? Which it takes a lot to get to this Empress energy. She's had to use discernment. She's had to cut people off. She's had to pour that love into herself. So whoever I'm talking about right now, like you have already been through a lot to forge yourself into this beautiful Empress. This is literally the forging of all four queens. Now that takes strength, it takes power, it takes healing, it takes a lot. And when you reach this energy, you're ultimately untouchable because you've been through everything. And you know that you attract everything you deserve and desire. This Empress, baby, it does not go and chase. 444 on the clock as I say this. It does not play those games, right? It does not. So when you reach this energy, like, you need to know that the things that aren't for you aren't going to be able to handle you anymore. And you're going to attract exactly what you deserve and desire. So if you're coming in alignment with this reading, I feel that you know that you've already attracted everything. Like, if you were loving and caring and kind and somebody wasn't reciprocating that, baby, turn around or look beyond them, because you're going to see that you have energies surrounding you that are a complete match to the energy that you were admitting. And it was just about looking away. So for some of you, maybe Divine has been letting these gaslighters or these finessers kind of get away with more than they were doing before, because for some of you, you weren't exposing them. You were allowing them to be little devils in your world. You were allowing them to play games with you. And maybe for some of you from a higher level, maybe it still was just something that you didn't want to look at or you didn't want to see, because maybe you felt as though if you acknowledged what they were doing to you, that would put you down, or that would make you not as intuitive as you were feeling, or, you know what I mean? Or there's something on a level subconsciously where, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a good feeling to feel as though you were duped, Spirit's telling me. I don't ever use these words, so I love it when they come out. But I would assume duped would mean like a form of getting taken advantage of. So, you know, it doesn't feel good to know that somebody was taking advantage of you. But you know what? From a higher level, it forged you into this Empress energy, whether you believe it or not, because I feel intuitively you knew that you were getting mistreated, mishandled, gaslit, if you would, finessed, but you allowed it to happen. And because you did, it was actually forging you inside, and it was making you feel as though, you know what? They can't love me, right? Well, that's all right. I'm going to love myself. And I'm going to smile in their face knowing that from a higher level, I know what they're doing, but little do they know, I'm actually taking care of myself better. I'm not letting them steal my love, steal my joy, and I'm going to attract exactly what I deserve and desire, and they're going to see it right in their face. And literally, that is what's going on if you're aligning with this reading. Yeah, look, the whole time, baby, I'm holding justice in my hand. I didn't even realize it because I had split the deck. I told you, for some of you, you're unaware that your justice is already here. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles. I got this out in the last reading, so you might want to feel guided to go take a look, because, yeah, baby, we had justice and this beautiful Ace of Pentacles out in that reading. And you know what? This is such a gift, and let me tell you why. Let me slow down this energy. It's coming in fast. It's coming in hot. All right. So this specific deck I got as a birthday present, which is interesting because I bought it for myself this year. And it wasn't this year, it's a couple years ago. But when I bought it, it was at a time where I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy myself a really beautiful birthday present. And I remember thinking, I don't care how much the deck costs, because, you know, like, I wasn't getting treated very good around my birthday, and I was like, I'm going to order myself a beautiful deck, right? And normally, like, I try to keep my decks like under $30 or whatever, but I was like, I'm going to get whatever. And I think I spent like $45 or something. Like, I went a little bit more, and that's why I was so surprised when I got it. It was like the biggest tarot deck that I have ever had. So I was so surprised when I opened it too. It was much bigger than I had anticipated, right? And just like with this pentacle, like, look at how huge this pentacle is, and it's wrapped up with the ribbon. It's got a gift tag on it, which is showing me it's in alignment with Christmas time. But what's interesting is I felt guided to this deck, and I have not used this deck in years because it was put away in storage. So there's something very specific about the timing, because Spirit puts certain decks on me to use them to deliver certain messages. And sometimes it's just certain cards that I read a certain way with the imagery, because I'm an intuitive reader. That's what I mean, baby. It is this pentacle. Look at how big that is with the peacock energy. Like, that's what I mean. You're realizing you're this beautiful peacock energy, right? And yeah, this gift is coming to you. I feel that you don't have to do anything to get this. It's already, it's already here, right? The Queen of Swords is here. I feel that you have been using the Queen of Swords energy as of late. You've been strategizing, communicating, setting boundaries. The Queen of Swords, she can cut off emotionally detached. Like, you could come emotionally detached to certain people because you're not going to let their words affect you. You're going to stand strong in what you want. And maybe you feel a little bit bad for doing that, or But you need to know that that was part of the power and the strength. See, the Empress, she can embody any queen at any given time. Because you've already learned how to like switch between all of those queens. You have already mastered them. I feel that I need to emphasize this a little bit with the Empress. Like, once you reach this Empress status, it's not like you fall out of being the Empress. Because you're needing to embody one of these other 4 queens, you have already mastered all 4 queens. You have already basically mastered all 4 elements, okay, of the queens, and now you use them at any given time. So even though you may be heavily in your Queen of Swords energy, it's because that is what's needed at this time. And you have the discernment of trusting. Now, if all of a sudden, say you're in the Queen of Swords energy quite a bit, right? And you're like, you know what? I need to soften, okay? I need to come back down. I need to get in my beautiful loving energy. I want to get out of the Queen of Swords energy. Then because you're feeling that way, now switch. Now switch, pull it back, and get into that Queen of Swords energy. Sorry, don't mind my son. I don't know what he's up to. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Let's get more into the cards. So, 10 of Wands is coming out here. I feel that you were in a very heavy situation, okay? You were in a situation that was weighing you down. Whoa, look at all the rocks on her back. Oh my gosh. Not only does she got all of those wands on her back, she's got rocks tied to her back too. What the hell? This is a heavy ass card. So to me, this is you carrying things that were far more heavier. It's like on top of these normal burdens, like people were putting more and more and more on you. This was like they were taking advantage more and more and more on you. Wow. You know what's funny is I was saying like this is heavy, right? This reading is heavy. Oh my gosh. Wow. See, and as much as I used this deck before, I don't know if I got the 10 of Wands frequency out before. Because when I got this deck, it was always like, I've always like pulled it out for like special occasions or when I feel a very beautiful energy. So I don't think I've received this 10 of Wands because I think I would remember that. So it's interesting that it's here now, and it goes in alignment perfectly with the vibe of what I'm giving with this reading. It's like you're being shown the things that have been done to you to set you free, because now is the time that it's going to hit you where, you know, sometimes things get held back until you're ready. Like I remember when I was first getting revealed some things, sometimes I would tell Spirit, like, be careful what you expose to me. I don't want to be hurt right now. Like, I would tell them, like, I don't want to know all the details. Just be careful, right? I feel that you're more open and you're more aware of these things. Like, you're ready to receive the truth. You're ready to see things at this time. And what's interesting is, look at this. It came out with the Queen of Cups. The 10 of Wands. So you didn't let all of these burdens, you didn't let all of these things that were weighing you down, that were trying to pull you out of your energy, do that. You stayed very loving and caring, and that could be why people took advantage of you as well. They took advantage of your loving, caring, kind nature, your kind heart. Wow. Yeah, 4 of Swords in the Moon, baby. So this took a bit of healing. I think you're unaware that you even healed. For some of you, like, this is your confirmation. That's what I said. The things are being revealed to you now too because you've healed. You have healed. See, you weren't ready, I think, to have some of the things revealed to you because they didn't want it revealed too much or have too much, because Divine will cloak things from you for you to not see them sometimes if it's going to set you off your path. So, yeah, you still had some woundings and you've healed from them now. So, congratulations. Yeah, High Priestess. So, intuitively, you're seeing these things now because you're ready for them. And it's also because your justice is ready. See? Because they didn't want you Like, yeah, spirit will expose things and show things to you, but they like to do it in divine timing. And they like to do it when your justice is ready, baby, because they don't want to expose things for you and have you be in wounding and have you feel as though divine was watching and this was happening. But from a higher level, it was happening for you to get stronger, for it to evolve your soul, right? But they wanted to make sure that your justice was going to be ready too. So this is beautiful. So intuitively, yeah, so look around, baby. You don't have to do anything. Like, it's here, it's coming in. I feel it's already been coming in, but see, look at this 6 of coins. You're getting what's fair. I feel that, like, what's been hidden is the fact that it's coming towards you, because I don't know, maybe it needed to be protected that way so it could come in. And you know how I said come in, it sounded like to me covenant. So there's something maybe about a covenant. I'm not even really sure. I thought, what is a covenant? Is it high priestess, like a covenant of witches, right? Isn't that like what a covenant is? I don't know. Let me see. Covenant. But that's what I mean. Like, I'm feeling like a good covenant now. There was a covenant between them that her name was never to be mentioned. Okay. An agreement or a promise. Usually formal. C. An agreement of formal between 2 or more persons to do something. See, that's what I'm hearing. Like a covenant. That's why I said, but I was feeling it as like a covenant coming in for you. But yeah, there's a coven. Okay. So a coven is in Wicca, right? A gathering or a community of witches. It's interesting I went down that path because maybe there was a coven of witches around you. But there's a covenant. Beautiful. Okay. All right, let me get this back off my page. Okay. Bitches. Temperance. See? And justice, baby. Back out. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. The angels are bringing this, and it's also because you're at balance. You're ready to receive it. Because you know, sometimes if you're not ready for your justice, your balance, like what you deserve, like you could dismiss it, right? They wanted to make sure that you were ready to receive it. That's why for some of you, like you have to be ready to receive. 8 of coins. Hard work, craft, discipline, meticulous, pride. Because for some of you, you are too much in your pride, right? And they wanted to make sure that you would be open to the giving, the helping, the receiving. Because what this is I feel like your justice is coming in for you. The King of Wands. A leader, a vision, energetic, moral, fair, mentor, bold, dynamic. High Priestess wanted to flip around. Maybe you had a King of Wands figure that was, their intuition was blocked, was shut off. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling. And that's what was keeping you trapped. You were dealing with the King of Wands figure that was going against like the divine. They could have been caught up a lot in the material. Music could have been a driving force, like a music cult with the guitar there. They could have been getting indoctrinated through music. Yeah, I'm getting a music cult. Wow. They've done a lot of things to corrupt. There's multiple different ways that can keep people kind of hypnotized. 8 of Wands. There's fast movement. The Tower. Page of Wands. Wow, look at this Tower too. It's splitting open and all the fire burning. This Tower moment that's coming in, this is going to like your justice, your Tower moment that's coming in is going to like it's gonna split someone open to rage and anger, but it's going to ultimately release all of that out of them. Release downfall, though. I don't know if it's going to lead to their downfall. I don't know if the rage that they're going to release is going to break them open to ascend or break them open to fall. It's their choice at this point, and I'm not going to project on it. I'm not going to say either way, because just like with tarot, we read the energy that's here and what's coming, but it can always change. It can fluctuate. And this could be two different people. One person, the pain and rage and anger that they feel may get them to open up, to release and to realize, like, oh my gosh, like all the rage and anger that I was holding into, like I lost, you know, and that may get them to realize, like, love is more stronger. I want to be on the side of love. I'm going to open up to love, you know, and ascend. And the others, it could be just rage, anger, jealousy. If they want to hold on to that ego and hold on to that rage and let it turn them into a crazy, like, I don't want to project, then it could, you know, it's a choice. Wow. And the Tower came out with this Page of Wands. There's a Page of Wands coming in, a younger energy, a creative, an artistic, a free spirit, original, inventive, and outgoing, exuberant. How much time do I have left? Oh, I'm about done. I got like 20 seconds. So I got to leave it here. I'm saying love and light to all of you. Definitely watch every full guided too, but I would take a look at these readings that I'm uploading today, because I definitely can see how this is building off of the first reading, and I try to upload in threes. So feel free to take a look. You'll find them down below. And the channel, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Why not? You attracted to me, but the vibe.